The MMA scene just got a lot more intense as Conor McGregor has started throwing some shade at Tom Aspinall. Yeah, take a moment with that.
In 2023, you said that you were over the Conor McGregor hype train, and he took to Twitter and said, "Starve you and kill you, you effing disrespectful prick. Don't ever speak my name in disrespect again, mush potato head."
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong about the head. The head is quite a potato.
It all kicked off when Tom was asked about Conor's much-anticipated but delayed comeback fight against Michael Chandler. True to his style, Tom didn't hold back. He was straightforward, skipping the hype and giving his honest opinion. He basically dismissed the matchup, showing he wasn't very excited about it.
A bit weird because I don't really know Conor at all. I've never even met the guy. Never had any beef with him or anything, and the whole situation came on a little bit weird. So my friend started a YouTube channel, right? Because he's my friend, he came down the gym and interviewed me, and I did it because he's my friend. He doesn't have loads of numbers on his, doesn't have loads of followers or loads of subscribers or anything like that. So it's a pretty small interview, and he asked me about McGregor. Are you looking forward to McGregor's next fight? Blah blah blah. And I said, oh, to be honest, I'm not really that interested in Conor McGregor. Not because mate, I only really watch the heavyweights and bigger guys. I'm not as interested in the small. I just meant it like that. Next minute, he's fucking sending me death threats, loads of tweets. I'm like, mate.
Didn't sit well with the notorious McGregor, who quickly fired back. Since then, he's been taking shots at Aspinall on social media, dropping subtle jabs, downplaying his achievements, and even claiming that Jon Jones would easily take him down if they ever faced off.
What about Conor McGregor? He's been very scathing of you on social media, taken you on a few times. What do you feel about him?
I don't know Conor McGregor. I've never met him. I don't know why he chooses to do that. But I don't know why he's so offended. I just said I'm not.
Have you met him?
No, I've never met him.
What would happen if you met him?
Nothing against him. Nothing. Unless.
I mean, you're massively bigger than him.
I'm not bothered. I'm not interested in
Really?
Stuff. Yeah. Not bothered.
Here's where things get really unexpected. This isn't just any typical back and forth. Both McGregor and Aspinall are UK-connected fighters. You'd think there'd be at least some regional support or respect between them. Instead, Conor is doubling down, targeting one of the few UK fighters currently holding a title. Fans are left wondering why Conor would go after Tom, especially since they compete in different divisions. Some say it's just Conor being Conor, throwing shade to stay in the spotlight. Others believe he genuinely took offense to Tom's dismissive attitude and now wants to remind everyone that he's still one of the biggest names in MMA. But then Tom fired back, not by getting heated or stooping to trash talk, but by making it clear he's not here to mess around. In interviews and subtle social media posts, Aspinall made it known that he won't let someone from outside his weight class control the narrative. As he put it, I respect what Conor's achieved, but this isn't his fight. And of course, Joe Rogan had something to say about it during his podcast. Rogan called the whole situation bizarre, pointing out that Conor already has plenty to focus on with the upcoming Chandler fight.
I wonder if he looks at Michael Chandler.
But how much time does he need before he gets back and competes once he gets back in the pool?
6 months is what they say.
6 months.
Yeah.
Do you think his leg's still fucked up?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know why he was out of the pool. I don't know if they took him out because he's on a fucking yacht everywhere and he's just untestable. Like, Conor has to see a guy that's going to get him excited, that he sees is very winnable. And Chandler's dangerous, but he's shorter and he throws fucking hooks. Conor's a bigger and he's a sniper. He throws them down the middle.
He can fucking take it
for
and bounce
sure.
back.
Dangerous motherfucker.
That guy has a warrior spirit. You can guarantee Michael Chandler's fighting, some fucking chaos is going to happen.
Yeah, Conor comes back. It's going to be at 170. He's got to be. He's fucking massive. But he's also still shooting a movie, isn't he? You cannot shoot a movie and fucking train for a fight. You just can't do it. You can't do anything and train for a fight.
No, you can't.
Here's the thing. While Conor might be the loudest critic of Aspinall, he's definitely not alone. Plenty of fans, fighters, and analysts believe Aspinall doesn't really have a shot against Jon Jones. They acknowledge Tom's skills, but argue that Jon Jones operates on a completely different level.
He's the fastest, quickest, most powerful heavyweight on the planet. He's the favourite against Jon Jones, and no man alive can beat Tom Aspinall, in my humble opinion. And that's with the greatest of respect to Jon Jones.
Toe came out of his skin when he fought me. He wrapped it himself to go to the press conference. He didn't want to miss his press conference. So he wraps it himself because the doctors refused. That's inappropriate treatment. We're not going to do that. We're taking you to the hospital. This is a tough guy. And when it comes to grit, and you gotta have it, we know for sure that Jon does. Now, that doesn't mean that Tom does not. But we don't know that. And we don't know that those punches are as hard and as fast with equal accuracy.
I bet if he's weighing 215, he would fight Tom Aspinall better than him weighing 245 pounds. In his 205 frame, he could fight Tom Aspinall better than he'd fight him at that 250 because that's not his weight class. While he didn't last long with Cyril, he didn't look as fast. He carried more weight. Cyril just did some weird stuff. And John, you don't make mistakes against him.
I'm interested to see how Aspinall is past the first round, right? He looks so fast. He looks, you're like, nobody moves like him. He looks like a younger Kane, but he just keeps knocking these guys out so quick. So I'm like, let me see him past the first round to see if he has that cardio as well.
And, you know, you're getting up to elite status where you're calling out John Jones. That's the boogeyman. John Jones is the boogeyman. John Jones has had some trials and tribulations, but the skill set and the ability to push deep into rounds. When he fought Gustafsson, he had almost no training camp. And then he pulled that fight off in the 4th and 5th rounds. That's when he really turned it up. And then you saw the real John Jones in the second fight. That's motivated John Jones. But Aspinall is like, we've only seen him smash. What is it like in the 5th round with John Jones? Because if you can't steamroll John Jones and he starts side kicking your kneecaps, you know?
Jones has been nearly unbeatable for more than 10 years. His record, fight intelligence, and ability to adjust during fights are nothing short of legendary. Whether going up against wrestlers, strikers, or unpredictable opponents, Jones consistently finds a way to come out on top. For many, Tom's victory over Sergey Pavlovich just doesn't quite measure up.
As I said before the fight, Stipe Miocic has not won a fight in 4.5 years. His only fight in the last 4 years was a loss to Francis Ngannou 3.5 years ago, and he got destroyed in that one. And by the way, he looked even better in that than he did in this one. This is a man who looked like he needed a new hip at a UFC event recently, right? He is so broken down from the old Stipe, from the vintage Stipe Miocic that once was. I am not even exaggerating when I say his hand speed and his punch accuracy was significantly worse than Iron Mike Tyson, 58-year-old Mike Tyson who fought Jake Paul the other day. You can cash checks all you want, bro. You are a duck, and that is now your legacy. We will always remember that the supposed greatest of all time didn't have the balls to get in the cage with Tom Aspinall.
That was the way to do it.
Well, I'll allow that, right? It's a good way to go out. Fair enough. I can imagine that was a great last fight for John Jones, but I absolutely have no interest in watching any. Was that even a great performance? We don't need to see John Jones anymore. If you're not going to defend your world title, then get the fuck off the stage.
On the other hand, there's a growing group of believers. They've noticed Tom's speed, grappling skills, calm under pressure, and how he makes top heavyweights seem almost like practice partners. These fans aren't just impressed, they're calling him the future of the sport. More importantly, they point out that this current version of John Jones, coming off injury, inactive, and possibly nearing the end of his career, might not be prepared to face someone like Tom. So now, the MMA world is split into two camps. One urging caution, the other ready for a showdown. And Tom? He's caught right in the middle, facing criticism from fighters like Conor, doubted by some fans, yet still pushing forward with focus and determination. Because whether or not he faces Jones next, the fire's been ignited. Tom knows there's only one way to silence the doubters, including Conor McGregor, by beating the man many believe is unbeatable.